Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today we're going to see just how strong Invisible Woman is before she gets her uniform. And I gotta tell you guys, man, this girl is pretty damn awesome just the way she is. She's almost literally perfection. The only thing I would really want from her, well, there's a couple things. I'd like to see a little bit more damage from her, and I'd really like to see her become a more relevant striker, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit, and to be better at PvP. But my Sue's built up pretty well, guys. She's ranked 845 in the world. She has 25,000 energy attack. She has 121 attack speed, 45 crit rate, more or less max critical damage, max ignore defense, 32% ignore dodge, which will come in handy against Corvus, and she has max skill cooldown. All of her first and last gear are 25, and she has all 5-star Urus, and all of her skills is 6. And you look at this girl's kit, man, she is freaking nuts. Increased guaranteed critical rate by 20%, really freaking awesome. Enhances effective skill invisible shift. Her 1 skill has a bind. Her 2 skill has a charm on a 7-second cooldown, which means every 3.5 seconds you can put up this charm and charm every single world boss except for Thanos in his last 2 phases. She just locks him down, similar to Scarlet's mind control. I mean, it's freaking nuts, man. She just beats the living crap out of everybody. Her 3 skill gives her a 4-second invincibility with a all attack buff of 25%, all defense of 25, and an all speed by 6. Her passive gives her a little guard hit and ignores invisibility target for 75%, guys. So when she gets hit, she has a 75% chance of this activating, which really helps her survivability, which is pretty awesome. The 4 skill has a nice little 50% damage buff for 1 attack, and it has a 5-second immunity. She's got immunity, she's got invincibility, and she has freaking penetration. She has 2 skills with bind. I mean, she is nuts. She can penetrate everything except for invincibility. This girl is freaking awesome. Talk about a complete kit. The leadership, not so hot, you know. Mine has a stage 6 overdrive set, which is kind of weird. You know, you'd think that other people would have her built up a little bit better, but I guess not, you know. I might fully awaken this, man. I really love Sue, but I mainly use her as a striker. And I did have immunity to guard break while CTP of destruction on her because I was using her a bit in PvP. And like I said before, I mainly use her as a striker because she's an amazing striker. Something I'd like to see change, though, is I'd like to see this frickin' charm. I'd like to see this charm last longer. Or I would love it if she would do like an all defense down with her charm when she comes in as a striker. I'd like to see Sue become more relevant. I'd also like to see her get a damage bump up to Psylocke's level, since they're both characters that you buy from the Epic Quest. It'd be nice to see them more on a level playing field. That would be pretty awesome. But Sue is definitely a more complete character than Psylocke, in my opinion, guys. I mean, she's just amazing. Like, this girl's freaking nuts. She also has a hidden all defense down in her 3. So, guys, today we're going to do something a little different with the crystals. Usually I give a comic book question, or the first person to comment on the video gets the crystals. But today, I want to test your knowledge on this game a little bit. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to pay attention to the team that I'm using, and I want you to tell me what's wrong with that team. You know, I do not have the optimal team for her, and I want you to tell me why. What stat, what is a wasted stat that I'm not getting with this team? So guys, let's take her into some world boss, and let's rock and roll. So the first world boss we're going to take on, you guys, is Corvus Glaive. And you know, you see the team I have here. I got Nick Fury for his 50% all attack leadership and his 55% damage up to supervillains. We're going to get that attack buff. Then I usually hit the 4 and the 3. I try to get the damage bump from the 4 and then hit the 3 and get the all defense down on the 3. And of course I got Coulson for that 45% damage up to supervillain types and his 20% guaranteed critical rate. And yeah, guys, I mean, she just plows through them. And you know, honestly, you could put the damage proc on the 5th skill as well. You can do really good damage with that. You know, maybe do the 4 into the 5. But I like to do the 4 into the 3. I just like getting the damage proc with that all defense down landed. And yeah, and this is stage 60. You see my strikers, we got Scarlet for that mind control, and we got Deadpool for the all defense down. Honestly guys, I don't need Scarlet, but she does give 8% energy attack, and when she comes in and she does her 4th skill or 3rd skill, an all defense down applies, which will stack on top of Deadpool's or stack on top of Sue's 3rd skill and her all defense down on her 3rd skill. So it does help in that way. We also got, you know, 3 ignore dodge strikers, so we have about 90% ignore dodge, which is more than enough to take on Corvus. You really want to have at least 80% ignore dodge or more when you're taking on Corvus. That way none of your attacks get dodged. And look here guys, you know, it's actually been a while since I actually played Osu. I'm actually a little rusty to be honest with you guys. But we're going to do our best. We're doing our best. Damage proc's coming a little late right now. I need to get that set up a little bit. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to use the 1 if my damage proc gets off, I use the 1 to kind of spread out the time a little bit and get my damage proc back where it belongs, or back where I want it. And look at her, man. She's plowing through this, man. She is destroying this. It's pretty awesome, guys. You know, I ran this a good while back, and it was like stage 50, but my raid level was much lower. Now I have max raid level, and look at her, man. She's freaking destroying this thing. So it's going to be real interesting to see what her uniform is going to do for her. I mean, how much more powerful is that thing going to make her? Is it just going to give her a stat bump, and she's pretty well going to have a copy and paste skills? That'll kind of suck, guys. I'd like to see a little bit more creativity done. I'd like to see something else done with her. I really would like to see her more relevant for PvP. It'd be nice to see her have ignore iframe on her. That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see a better all defense down. That would be pretty cool. And I really would like to see her come in as a striker and apply an all defense down. I mean, just imagine that. She'd be more like Scarlet. You know, when Scarlet comes in, does her 4 skill, that mind control, she's also applying all defense down, which would be really nice if Sue did the same thing. Sue come in, do her 2nd skill, do that charm, and then an all defense down applied. That'd be so freaking insane. And I mean, oh my god, it'd be awesome, guys. I'd freaking love the hell out of it. But, you know, we'll see. You know, I have no idea what Netmarble's going to do with her. It's hard telling, man. Hard telling. But she's just, I mean, this is a catwalk, guys. This is so easy. I mean, the worst thing that can happen with Sue is, like, maybe you'll get caught in a tornado. But because of the charm, you really don't have to worry about taking too much damage. Plus, she's healing because of that charm, which is even better. I mean, she really is the complete character. This is one of the most complete characters we have in the game. I mean, she's pretty nuts. I love old Sue. That's why I got quite a bit invested in her. And look at this, guys. We're going to stop this real soon. Booyah. So we got about 1 minute 30 seconds left. She could have easily done probably stage 64. Just to give you guys an idea of what she can do right now. So let's go into the next world boss. Now this is going to be a Kingdom Come run, guys. We're going to be doing stage 50 again with the same team. And yeah, Black Dwarf or Cull Obsidian, whatever you want to call him, stage 50 is no easy feat. It is no easy feat. It is tough. And you guys see my strikers? Of course I got Scarlet. I got Deadpool for the all defense down, and I got Weapon Hex for her all defense down. And just a little tidbit about Weapon Hex, guys. She only needs to be tier 1. If she's tier 1, she'll still come in, do that all defense down, and still be insane damage. And then we got Luna and Shirag for that 10% damage dealt to supervillains that they're offering. And yeah, and we're using the purple, guys. We're going to be using the purple because this is tough. You know, if you guys want to know a damage comparison as of where Sue sits compared to Psylocke, my Psylocke can do stage 50 without Nick Fury. You know, give her She-Hulk leadership and she can do it. That's how much stronger Psylocke is. And my uniform on Psylocke is just at normal, so she could actually get even stronger. Pretty insane. Plus, Sue has a CTP of energy, whereas Psylocke just has a mind damage with 180% damage proc. I mean, it's pretty insane how much stronger old Psylocke is. So I'm really hoping that Sue gets a good damage bump. I want to see her get a good damage bump so I'd be more inclined to play her more often, you know, because she really is an amazing character. Now, against Black Dwarf, there's a cut time, and her 5-second charm only lasts about, probably about a second, second and a half. It doesn't last very long, guys, but it lasts long enough, and since she's got immunity and invincibility in her skills, and iframes on her 5th and her 1, she just has so much survivability, she can stay in there. The worst thing about this stage is the poison on the ground. That's what drains you the most. Other than that, she can pretty well lock old Black Dwarf down for the most part, especially with Scarlet coming in and helping out with her mind control, and just destroy him. I honestly not sure if she can even do stage 50, guys. I'm not even sure if she can do this. This is a tough one. I mean, Black Dwarf is tough. But even when he throws down his purple, you go in your 5th skill, you're going on an iframe, you cancel him doing that purple skill. It's just nuts. Or you use the charm and that cancels it. I mean, man, she is so smooth and so easy to play. Good lord, I love this girl. Freaking awesome. Now I've taken some damage from that poison line on the ground. Holy, did you guys just see that damage? See, that's what happens when Weapon Hex comes in there, guys. God almighty, that girl's a hell of a striker to have. Jesus, that was insane. Freaking unreal damage. Oh, I got time frozen. Crap. That's alright. That's alright. So now I'm pretty sure we're going to get it done, guys. I'm pretty sure we're going to clear this. I didn't think we'd be able to clear it before. I mean, maybe it would have been close. But since Weapon Hex come in there and done that all defense down, it looks like we're going to get it done, man. Hell yeah. And I love sometimes, like, if the proc gets off, I didn't want to use the 4 because I figured the proc would land on the 4, and I want to get it on that 3 and keep it on that 3. That's where I like to have it. So sometimes I'll skip the 4 if the proc's off and just use the 3, and then the next rotation I'll use the 4. I mean, and since there's invincibility on the 3, you don't have to worry about getting, you know, that gives her super armor, but of course then again, Nick Fury gives her super armor in his passive, which I guess it doesn't really matter as long as he's on the team. But man, I mean, look at her go, man. Look at her. So freaking easy. This is something I love about her, you know. Characters like her and Scarlet, they're so easy to play. Man, this girl's insane. But guys, you know, let me know what you would like to see done with her, you know. I really would love to see her come in as a striker and have more all defense down. I'd love to see her be better for PvP, have ignore iframe. I would just, oh my god. And I really would I want to see a good damage bump. I really want to see her on the same level playing field as Psylocke as far as her damage. I mean, she deserves it. She should be. You know, you got to pay crystals for this girl, so she should be stronger in my opinion. But man, she's still pretty awesome as of now. Good lord. Like, yeah, guys, we finished this with almost a minute to spare. Now granted, that was thanks to Weapon Hex. So guys, again, remember, let me know what you see wrong with this team. What is the wasted stat that I'm not getting from having this team? And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.